What's up, everyone? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of our RANT series. Today, I'm going to give you a little discussion, get a little bit off my chest about something that I was pretty excited about a few months ago. I heard that Bachman Turner Overdrive were going to be doing a tour across North America, U.S., starting in late 2023, moving into 2024, and continuing into the spring or something like that. So I saw that there was a gig they were going to be playing in New Jersey that is pretty accessible to me. I was like, oh, cool. So the other day, I just decided to, I said, wow, it's already January, middle of January. Let me go investigate this. And I decided to go and see what they've been playing live. So I went to whatever it is, setlist dot whatever, the setlist website that everybody goes to, that I use quite frequently, to see what the most recent show was they played, which was sometime in November. And I looked at kind of the set list from all the dates leading up to that, and I think their first new one of the new year is tonight, actually, the 19th. So I took a look at the, and let me back up a little bit. So initially what I was so excited about for this tour was the fact that both Randy Bachman and Fred Turner would be going out as Bachman Turner Overdrive, the two driving members of the band. Blair Thornton would not be taking part in it. We had, Randy's brothers, of course, had passed away. So I was I said, okay, well, at least you got the two main guys, right? The two Bachman and Turner, right? Those are the two main guys, the two singers, the guitar player, the bass player. I'm down with this. It's been a long time, right? They did the Bachman Turner tour and album a number of years ago, which was really good. So I was like, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. So I went, and first thing I did was I went on to the BTO page to take a look at all the tour dates again. And there on the main page, I see testimonials from Fred and Blair basically giving their blessings to Randy going out as BTO. And I'm like, wait a second. I knew Blair wasn't going to do this, but I said, I thought Fred was going to be doing this. And then I read a little further, and apparently what he's doing, he's kind of doing the Glenn Tipton thing with Judas Priest, and he's appearing on select dates, maybe for a song or two or whatever here and there. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. So who else is in the band? And I go and look it up, and it's basically Randy Bachman's solo band. He's got his son, Tal Bachman, who's, I guess, lead vocals and guitar, or guitar and bass. Randy on lead vocals and guitar. You got Mike Dalavie, rhythm guitar, keyboards, backing vocals. Brent Howard on rhythm guitar, backing vocals, and Mark LaFrance on drums and backing vocals. So all these guitar players, right, in the band. And then I'm like, all right, I'm not the kind of guy who gets all that upset about these, lineups of classic bands who, the lineup is compromised, right, a great deal, and maybe you only have one or two main guys or whatever. I've seen enough classic bands do that over the years, and I go see a lot of them play live, and I'm okay with that, because when it comes down to it, I just want to hear the songs, right? So then I said, all right, so now back to now I'm back, got you all back to where I wanted to continue on with this discussion, and I said, well, let me go take a look at the set list of what they're playing, right? And this is what kind of got me a little crazy. So I'm going down the set list from the most recent show they played, and I'm like, I was like, all right, roll on down the highway, cool. Rock Is My Life and This Is My Song, cool. Cover of Shakin' All Over, all right. These Eyes by the Guess Who, Laughing by the Guess Who, No Time by the Guess Who. I thought this was Bachman Turner Overdrive. Then you got Not Fragile, Four Wheel Drive, Looking Out for Number One, Stayed Awake All Night, American Woman by the Guess Who, No Sugar Tonight by the Guess Who, Undone by the Guess Who, Blue Collar, that's a BTO song, She's So High, which is a song written by his son Tal Bachman, Let It Ride, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, and then a 5 or 6 or 7 song length medley of all sorts of different songs, old rock and roll classics, Hey You by the band, All Right Now, Rockin' Me, You Shook Me All Night Long, Bang a Gong, Honky Tonk Woman, Nah Nah Hey Hey, Wild Thing, Twist and Shout, Hey You. okay, and then taking care of business, finishing it off. So 19 tracks, of which one is a big long medley of mostly covers. A cover of a song written by Randy's son, not a BTO song. A cover of Shakin' All Over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Guess Who tracks, and then the rest BTO songs. Call me a bit disappointed, right? I mean, come on. Where's Stonehenge, right? There's all sorts of get yourself in trouble, right? There was all these other rockin', kick-ass BTO classics. Granted, you got all the hit singles are here, and I get that's what 90% of the people want to hear, but that's not just what I want to hear. And don't get me wrong, I love these Guess Who songs. Love them. But I want Burton Cummings singing these, right? I want him to come and join the band and sing these songs. But that's besides the point. This is a Bachman Turner Overdrive show and tour, not Randy Bachman's greatest hits and some other stuff. Because basically, that's what this should have been labeled as. And I get the whole thing. They can't go out as the Guess Who because there is an existing Guess Who, right? Which has Mr. Peterson on drums as the only founding member still in the band. I'm not sure if the bass player is even still involved anymore. And a bunch of other guys, right, who go out as the Guess Who, singing classics and some new stuff. The new stuff is actually really good. Doesn't sound a hell of a lot like the Guess Who, but it's really good power pop music, pop stuff. And Burton Cummings is not involved in that. Randy Bachman's not involved in that. Those two guys have a lawsuit going against the current existing Guess Who because they don't want them using the name because they feel it's like a glorified cover band and whatnot. So I get all that. So it's not like Randy can go out as the Guess Who or him and Burton together or Burton on his own. They can't do that because there's this whole battle over the name. And I get that if Randy goes out as the Randy Bachman Band, he's not going to pull in the crowds that he would if he titled himself Bachman Turner Overdrive. But as for true BTO fans, I want a fucking set list that is 75 to 80% all BTO stuff. I get you want to do American Woman, right? Because that's a pretty hard rockin' song, fits in with the BTO stuff. But These Eyes, Laughing, No Time, No Sugar Time. Those are great songs. Undone, these are great songs. But they're not BTO songs, right? They're not BTO songs. Save that for something else, right? For me, it would have made more sense to do a reunion. And again, I don't know how well they're getting along or not getting along. I have no clue. But Burton and Randy doing a tour together and then playing all those Guess Who classics. That would make the most sense to me. Randy Bachman, Burton Cummings play the Guess Who. But to me, this just screams, Randy Bachman, this is my life. Here are all my songs. And to me, it minimizes the fact that he's going out as Bachman Turner Overdrive. And Fred may or may not show up to play a song or two on select dates. To me, it's just disappointing. And again, I have no issues with any of these songs because I love all these Guess Who songs. But, play one or two maybe. But to have all of these in the set where you could have injected other BTO classics and get rid of the big, medley of covers, who cares about that? Shaking All Over, who cares, right? Come on. It's to me, I really don't have a lot of interest in seeing this now because I'm also kind of thinking, well, who's going to be singing all these Guess Who tracks? Because, Burton's the guy, right? He's the guy. He's the voice of these songs. Is it Randy's son? Is it one of the other guitar players? You got to get a guitar army on stage for this thing, right? Back in the old days, it was Randy and Blair for the most part, or Randy's brother who created all this guitar thunder. You need 4 guys now to do it? I don't know. It screams trouble to me. So I'm like, do I really want to go see this? I kind of once I saw all this, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to bother. It's I wanted to see an hour and a half of BTO, right? Now you get a little, you get a bit of BTO, you get a lot of Guess Who, and you get a bunch of covers. I don't know. So for those watching, if you think you're going to go check this out, or if you've seen them play live, let me know. Change my mind, right? Because it's an hour drive for me. It's not a big deal, but but I'm kind of thinking, I could probably spend my money elsewhere. on something that's might be a little bit more true, start to finish, right? I don't know. I love Randy Bachman too. Part of me is thinking I should just go support the guy, right, and his whole career, because that's what you're getting here. But I wanted a bona-fide, kick-ass, heavy BTO night. That's what I was kind of looking forward to, and this is not really it. So anyway, there you have it. That's my take on this whole situation. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, down there, in the video description, you got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Tune in for Fusion Friday, special edition tonight. We usually do it the first Friday of every month, but we got a special edition because we're talking to a special guy, Mr. Scott Henderson, guitar virtuoso, jazz fusion virtuoso. He's played with Joe Zawinul and Chick Corea and Tribal Tech, and he's had a solo career going on for many, many years now, including guest spots all over the place. So he's done lots of work over the years, and great discography. He's got a brand new album out, so we're going to be talking about that tonight, and stay tuned for that. And lots more. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.